24 migrants were killed, many injured when a truck that they were traveling in collided with another truck at around 3 a.m. in a town in UP about 200 kilometers from state capital Lucknow. Now, this is the latest incident where stranded migrant workers left jobless due to the coronavirus lockdown have been killed in an accident while trying to return home. Some migrants who started their journey from Rajasthan were then joined by others from Haryana, and they were headed to their villages in Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal.
प्रवासी मजदूरों को सरकार ने एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी ली थी, आखिर वो जिम्मेदारी क्यों नहीं निभा पाए, क्या इसका कारण है?
देखिए, अब ये सब तो चीज़ें जो है हम लोग इसको देखेंगे कैसे इतने लोग जाते हैं एक गाड़ी में थे, और जैसा संज्ञान में आ रहा है कि ये दिल्ली से चले थे जाते हैं। ये एक गाड़ी दिल्ली से बताया जा रहा है जाते हैं, जो ये आपका DCM था दिल्ली से चली थी, और दूसरी गाड़ी जाते हैं भरतपुर और जयपुर से जाते हैं। तो अन्य राज्यों से भी जाते हैं लोग इस तरह से आ रहे हैं, इतनी संख्या में आ रहे हैं जाते हैं। ये सब हम पूरी चीज़ों को तहकीकात करेंगे कि जिससे कि किसी भी मजदूर या किसी को कोई दिक्कत ना हो, और इन सभी बातों में जाते हैं हम आपको अवगत कराएंगे।
सर, जो अभी तक जिनकी मौत हुई उनमें शनाख्त हुई है, तो वे कहाँ के रहने वाले बताए जा रहे हैं, ये कुछ जानकारी?
जो संज्ञान में आया जाता है कि जो ट्राला में थे ज़्यादा लोग जाते हैं, उसमें से झारखंड के कुछ लोग, कुशीनगर के, और इसके अलावा जाते हैं बंगाल के भी लोगों को, पश्चिम बंगाल के लोगों की भी जानकारी हुई।
कितने लोगों की कैजुअलिटी हुई है, कितने इंजर्ड हैं?
24 लोग तो ब्रॉड डेड आए हैं और 15 लोग रेफर हुए हैं और 22 लोग एडमिट हैं।
अच्छा, ये लोग कहाँ के थे, कुछ जानकारी नहीं पाई?
ये राजस्थान से जा रहे थे, बिहार झारखंड की तरफ जा रहे थे।
राजस्थान से आ रहे थे।
किस से एक्सीडेंट हुआ?
टक्कर मार दिया गाड़ी में।
कौन सी गाड़ी पे थे आप लोग?
आपकी भी बोरे में
जी?
आपकी भी बोरे में ऊपर में।
अच्छा, क्या किसने भाई टक्कर?
गाड़ी में पीछे से टक्कर मार दी, इसके बाद नीचे में पलट खा गया।
उस ट्रक में कितने लोग बैठे हुए थे आप? 40-25 में।
All right, let's go across to Alok now for more. And Alok, another tragic accident this morning. 24 migrants killed this time around, and there were around 50 of them traveling in this truck.
Well, yes, I was just hearing a soundbite that had come in from Oraya of a senior police officer there, Mr. Singh, who is the Additional Director General for that zone, which is the senior most post there. And he says that of the two trucks involved, one was traveling and the other had stopped on the road on a dhaba to have tea. Now, there were occupants in the other truck too, but they had all stepped out perhaps to have that cup of tea, and that's why their lives were saved. But this one went and collided full force with the other truck and then overturned. There was a shot that I had sent. I don't know if we managed to make it by now or not, but I'm sure we will. There's a shot where you have that entire truck. That's the long truck, those long trucks that you see, Gargi. And the truck is overturned. And it was also carrying some kind of sacks. We are told that it was wheat flour that was being carried. But when you look at the shots, it seems like it's either some chemical or it is wheat flour. Either way, the migrant workers were sitting on top of those sacks. And they wouldn't have had too much of a balance anyway. And given the scale of the accident, I think they would have been caught unawares because it was 3 a.m. in the morning and many of them would have been sleeping. And the truck overturned and some of the men were crushed under the sacks and the truck. So the police had to get bulldozers there. And they used those bulldozers to remove the sacks and then remove the dead bodies. There are shots also from the Oraya hospital where you have these bodies lying around covered in white sheets, and the administration has also sprinkled some kind of chemical, perhaps because you have the entire coronavirus scare. As that officer was saying, these migrant workers were traveling from Rajasthan and from Haryana to their villages in East UP. Some of them were from Gorakhpur and Kushinagar, which are two towns that you know about. And then there were others who were from Bihar, which is an onward journey, and also from Jharkhand and Bengal, which is all on the same highway as you move ahead. So 24 people have died, another 15 we are told are injured seriously. Some of them are at a bigger medical college in Sefai, in Etawah, which is some 40-50 kilometers away.
All right, Alok. And Alok, we do know that the authorities have been addressing this issue as well. This is something you've also reported on about, how their instructions been given that do not allow migrants to walk in this manner, don't allow them to travel in an unsafe manner. But clearly, it's something that, the authorities are not being able to control in a sense that, as we have been reporting, these migrants are desperate to get home. They have no money, no food, and they're taking any means possible to get to their home states, even if it's a very dangerous method.
No, you're right, Gargi. In fact, we were discussing this in the earlier bulletin also. The Chief Minister has repeatedly said, and more so in the last 3 days, that nobody should have to make an unsafe journey through Uttar Pradesh. Nobody should have to walk, cycle, or get onto a truck. And the truck is an unsafe journey because most of the time these trucks are speeding. Some of the times they're driving all through the night, and that makes accidents a more likely possibility. But the alternative then to that would be either buses from the UP border, or some other way where these migrant workers can be stopped perhaps and then given food and shelter till the government can arrange buses. It is not to say that this is not happening. I was just going through our local media groups here, and our reporter in Basti has sent us, Basti is a district in East UP, and he sent us some information about how late night there was a police team that stopped 70 to 80 migrant workers who were walking at a toll plaza and then arranged private buses for them. So the government is doing what it can, but one wonders whether the scale of the problem is such that more effort is needed on the ground to ensure that we don't have accidents like this.